Yuji Itadori, the man blessed by the black sparks, and Denji, the Chainsaw Man. Welcome to the first spooky episode for this monthly special of Fiction Duel. Since I haven't done one in a hot minute, today we shall see which main characters from the Dark Trio will win the battle. The Prince of Black Flashes or the Hero of Hell. Welcome to Fiction Duel. Let's start with Mr. Left Right Goodnight. I'll be using his end of series scaling, just to be clear. Being related to the death paintings, he naturally possesses immense physical strength, which can go hand in hand with his divergent fist technique, allowing him to time his hits and stagger his targets with delayed impacts, though he kinda lost this towards the end. Of course, from what you can tell from his epithet, he is one of the only characters that have landed multiple consecutive black flashes. These flashes result from a Jujutsu sorcerer being in the zone, and the user's cursed energy, which is materialized negativity, distorts space and synchronizes their physical hit within 1/1,000,000th of a second, increasing the user's strike to the power of 2.5. The user also gets an overall boost in controlling their cursed energy and can operate at 120% of their potential. There is more to him than just physical strength. Thanks to training under the effects of a domain, he can now utilize techniques like simple domain and reverse curse techniques to heal from fatal wounds, including some techniques exclusive to his strange body. He possesses Seketsu Soijutsu, or blood manipulation, shrine from being Sukuna's vessel. Instead of cutting things apart with invisible slashes, Yuji's version creates imaginary scissor lines to whatever he touches. Last, but certainly not least, we have his domain expansion, in which we have no idea what it does. Thanks, Gege. However, we can interpret that it attacks the soul like Yuji did to punk-ass Mahito back in Shibuya. We seem to have time to take a Jujutsu stroll to the next segment. Denji's arsenal is a lot simpler to explain in comparison. Thanks to Pochita becoming a replacement for Denji's heart, he became a devil hybrid, the Chainsaw Devil. He can sprout chainsaws from his arms, head, and legs by pulling the cord on his chest. He can regenerate from nearly any injury just by consuming blood or by transforming. However, this is all child's play, as the red Chainsaw Man we know is only a fraction of Pochita's might, as when Black Chainsaw Man takes center stage, all hell breaks loose. This form of Denji comes with 4 chainsaw arms and can grapple enemies with his saw chains and organ appendage. He possesses better regeneration from before, to the point he can make a duplicate of himself or heal around his heart. Now, the most powerful ability in his possession is the fact that whatever Chainsaw Man consumes in this state, he can erase the memory of and conceptual existence. Oh boy, not gonna lie homies, this might be some of my spiciest takes considering the last time I did a Jujutsu Kaisen matchup. Well, let's jump to it. Yuji, by the end of the series, should be comparable and is implied to be relative to special grade sorcerers. This means he should upscale from feats like Mekamaru's Energy Blast in the Goodwill event, the Finger Bearers, and Sukuna in Megumi's body, punching him through a building. All the mentioned feats should put Yuji at city block to multi-city block level. For mid to high ends, we can start to compare Yuji to the disaster curses. Jogo's max meteor was able to level a good portion of Shibuya, which the given calculations put this feat at around large town level to even small city level, or 369.82 kilotons to 4.9 megatons to be more accurate. The highest reasonable, and you can probably go for Yuji's character, is mountain level, considering both Jogo's and Dagon's domains specifically have been calculated to require 113 megatons worth of TNT. This is supported by the fact special grade sorcerers have been stated to be able to take over a country, and that cursed energy was the ultimate source of energy, comparable to even nuclear bombs. For Denji himself, there are calculations for him to be in the building level to even city block level plus in his hybrid form, from scaling to the likes of the Bat Devil and Cockroach Devil. His strength in this form pales in comparison to his awakened form, in which he becomes the most feared amongst devils, making him the strongest since devils draw power from them being feared. Black Chainsaw Man should upscale from every devil we've seen so far, that's including the primals, considering he one-shot the Hell Devil. The Gun Devil, with just 20% of his power, was able to level multiple cities, and its bullets could easily level entire buildings. Calculations have the Gun Devil weighing in at 2,316,000 kilograms. That's much mass traveling at 249,250 meters per second could generate a kinetic energy yield of 17.20 megatons of TNT, or even 86 megatons if we take in 100% of the Gun Devil in mind. My personal calculations could put his kinetic energy output at 1.7 to 8.5 gigatons. Of course, there do exist higher ends for Denji's power if we take the lore statements from Makima, but for something more concrete, Yoru, the War Devil, was able to harness the power of her children, that being the Gun and Tank Devil. She was able to create bang attacks that could damage awakened Denji. If we scaled this to the Gun Devil's bullet attacks, which the calculated weight of the Devil's bullet would be 616.5 kilograms, the speed of which being able to travel thousands of kilometers in mere moments could potentially generate a kinetic energy yield of 801 gigatons worth of TNT. For speed, I already mentioned in my last video that Yuji should scale to Hakari's lightning dodging feat. Yuji should also be relative to the likes of Maki and Yuta, at least in terms of speed. Maki, having the same powers and being directly compared to Toji, was able to perceive lightning at sub-relativistic speeds. For a high end, you could wank Yuji to 15-finger Megakuna, dodging Kashimo's Mythic Beast Amber electromagnetic base attacks, which travel at light speed, which would require a reaction speed of 78% the speed of light or higher. For Denji, if we grant him similar benefits, can do more than just keep up. He can scale to supersonic to hypersonic, from Angel Devil blocking bullets to Beam, the Shark Fiend, dodging Rize's explosions. Of course, if we take Black Chainsaw Man into mind, he should easily reach those massively hypersonic plus ranges, and yes, even light speed, considering that Makima was able to perceive the Gundevil's bullets, which can travel at around sub-relativistic speeds, and Black Chainsaw was able to blitz the same Makima multiple times while being jumped, which would require him to move at 11 times the speed of light. The Tiger of West Junior I might not be able to scale to a fully powered Sukuna. However, he was still able to perform the most recorded black flashes in sorcerer history, that being 15 times. 4 to 7 he can do in a row, and achieved special grade status just by being in Jujutsu High in a few months' time. As for Denji, he has lore statements by Makima that Pochita has defeated and consumed devils based on nuclear bombs, Mount Hoei erupting, and a star-based devil in which its light can drive children insane. As of recently in the manga, he should possibly scale to the Falling Devil, who can fluctuate gravity across Earth, and the Aging Devil, who can create an entire separate world. As for intelligence, both fighters shown to be very capable in battle IQ-wise, with Yuji fighting skill being compared to that of a professional fighter, and Denji being a devil hunter ever since he was a child. Both have insane levels of endurance and stamina, but let's see how that comes into play as the duel commences.
3, 2, 1.
Fight!
This fight will take place in Tokyo, Japan, as Yuji is sent on a mission to hunt down a cursed spirit, which is revealed to be Nayuta. Kishibe from Public Safety warns him about the assailant, and Denji, using his own skills, tracks Yuji down. Denji would say something, "Yo, dickhead, can you stop stalking my little sister?" Yuji responds with a dumbfounded face, "Creep? Who are you calling a creep? I'm just here to..." Yuji tries to come up with a convincing lie. "I'm just here to watch the premiere of Human Earth 5 in the theater down the street. Nothing more, nothing less." Denji then faces Yuji head on and says, "You're full of shit, cause Human Earthworm franchise stopped at the 4th movie!" Denji then pulls the cord on his chest, revving his engines, while Yuji hardens his arm, blocking the chainsaw, sparking, literally, the beginning of this battle. This fight would end differently if we were just talking about base Chainsaw Man, but with Pochita in mind, it paints a clear picture that Denji's, stats-wise, is much stronger and faster, which should be evident considering that Denji upscales for being the strongest at his best, while Yuji is implied to be relative towards stronger individuals. While Yuji does have advantages of his own, he could bypass Denji's tough exterior and attack his soul directly, or could maybe stack up on black flashes and potentially reach Denji's level. Denji could easily circumvent this due to his greater speed and better range thanks to his saw chains. Both were smart fighters and could regenerate, Denji's healing being a little bit more reliable considering he could just use Yuji's blood attacks against him. Even if I throw Yuji a bone and grant him higher scaling, Denji's power, speed, and existence duration appetite will chop Yuji down until there was nothing there to begin with, making Denji, the Chainsaw Man, the winner of this fiction duel. That's it for today's video, homies. Hope you enjoyed this metal as fuck fiction duel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more content, and make sure to donate to my Cash App so I can keep making these videos. Until next time, keep on creating. See you around.